Lilly Mitchel grabbed Matt Baker, who I think she's a little bit smitten over, as the gates opened.
It's like the start of the marathon, you know, where there's like a little string that goes up and then everybody just fires underneath it and just charges forward. It's very exciting.
It's a wave of people who love the countryside, who love Countryfile Live, who love the presenters.
Who love the weather and have just been rained on slightly, but now it's lovely and sunny. It's very windy and the weather is whipping along at a pace, there's all things to celebrate here, that's for sure. Yeah.
You are a very busy man. I've seen your name on the Countryfile Theatre. You're going to be sort of speaking to people there.
Yeah.
Do you get much time, Matt, to mingle and have fudge and those kinds of fun things?
Well, do you know, it's interesting because this time last year, this is the second year that we've done Countryfile Live, and I was actually going off to the Olympics this time last year. So I spent one day here last time, and it was a very fast schedule. I tell you, I was getting all over, doing everything I had to do, and we were filming for Countryfile as well at the same time. But yeah, I did get the chance to speak to a lot of people, which is lovely because that's the whole point of doing this, to be honest with you. Just to meet our viewers and find out what they're passionate about and have a good chat with them. And I very much do hope. I'm here for 4 days, so maybe I'll get around the majority of people. Who knows?
Yes, and what do people love talking to you about, Matt? Is it sort of their local area of countryside, or something they saw on telly that they connect with their childhood? What are they chatting to you about?
They generally invite us to where they live, wherever we go. And you know, it's a wider invitation for the whole county. So normally it is, you haven't been to Derbyshire for ages, you know.
Excellent Eccles cakes or something.
No, exactly. So people are constantly firing ideas at you for Countryfile, which is lovely. And I mean, that just goes to show how people hold the programme so close to heart. And actually, you know, it's a big part of Sunday night now, and everybody loves to just sit down and feel like maybe if they haven't had such an outdoorsy weekend, you sit down, you watch Countryfile, and suddenly you feel like you've had quite an active weekend, you know.
That is a win-win situation. You've sat on the sofa and sort of been out there.
Exactly. And you know, it's very nice that people welcome us into their homes all year round now, and I think people in the wintertime as well, they do like to see us being battered by the weather, and you know, when we're all zipped up in coats and hats and this, that and the other, they're sitting there maybe with the fire on looking at us thinking, oh, it looks cold out there. But I think it has become, like I say, a big part of Sunday night, and people just want to have that contact with it, and that's why they're all here. You know, they want to show their appreciation for the programme, and secondly, they want to come and experience the stuff that we do, and that's really the whole point of Countryfile Live, is that we're trying to give people experiences. So down at the water's edge, I'm sure you've been down and had a look yourself. You can jump in a canoe, get the whole family in there as well, which is lovely. Do a bit of fishing, and you know, there's so much. You can jump in a coracle. I don't know if you've ever tried that.
No, what's that?
So a coracle is almost like a little ball. And I'm not sure if the ones here are made of willow, but a lot of them are made of willow, and then they're wrapped in a plastic, almost like a sheet or a tarpaulin. And then you put it in the water, and then you just paddle along with it. It's kind of an old school little boat, like a one-man dish you float about in.
Talking of dishes, I mean, there are food heroes tents.
Yes.
I saw a man blow drying a cow to get him to just, exhibitor level. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can.
Yeah, I thought you were going to refer to that's how he was cooking the meat when you said he was blow drying a cow. I was thinking that's a very slow and low process of barbecuing.
Slow food at the extreme. No,
yeah.
But it's just all flavours of the countryside. In one. I mean, I saw you on a quad bike getting the lay of the land.
Yes.
Did something catch your eye, Matt?
There's a lot here, and to be honest with you, this is my world, and this is what I love so much about Countryfile Live, is that, growing up for me, summer fairs like this were a big part of my childhood, and it was almost a celebration of the summer, and so now to be hosting one, putting one on with all your favourite bits in it, it feels really good, and I love it so much. And like you were saying, there's lots of exhibitors here, and there's animals that you can get up close and go, if you've never held a duckling before or something, you can pop along to Adam's farm and do it here and get up close and personal to lots of cows and cattle and sheep and everything, whatever takes your fancy really. But for me, I am really passionate about people being introduced to this world, and that's what I love about it, is that we open the gates and say, come on in and sample it for yourself, and hopefully it's the start of something. The idea of this is to inspire people. It's not about saying, oh yeah, job done, go home and you never have to do it again. This is about opening a whole world to people that may have never even thought about it, and that's what I love so much about this.
Lovely. That's Lilly Mitchell talking to Matt Baker a little bit earlier on. Actually, still to come, you're going to hear from BBC Countryfile presenter Tom Heap and also Adam Henson, who's almost brought his entire farm here actually to